Hello, everyone.
Hello, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve.
Welcome to the North Pole.
It is getting chilly in here. I've got to get on my sleigh very soon. I'm running late. But I thought it's never too late to just get some readings and some messages in and spread some good cheer and love and light to everyone out there, wherever it is that you are. We want to say hello. From wherever it is that you are, say hello to us. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're starting early today, boys and girls.
Yes.
Mrs. Claus.
So what we're going to do while I'm working out all the technical details with the elves is we're going to talk to our special elf, Erica, who is our tech support and helper, and she's going to find out who Riz can talk to, Santa Riz, while I set up the proper channels here so we can get on.
Well, are we on? Does everybody see us?
Well, we're going to find out right now.
Oh, good.
So we are going
Well, you know,
find
snowstorms up at the North Pole sometimes get in the way of our broadcast.
That's right.
Our internet service is a bit spotty here.
Well, welcome to Psychic Sundays, everybody. We definitely were not going to miss this opportunity to bring you messages.
And to have a cookie, and you have your cookies and milk, and make sure that you leave them out for me later when I'll be coming down the chimney.
That's right. Well, it looks like we are live on our end. And
Wonderful. Hello, everyone.
Woo, look at the full house. We are here with you. Rogue, Christina, Rain. It's moi, Brian, Aaron, Buckshot. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Let's do a cookie blessing.
Jessica.
Bless you with the magic cookies of Santa Claus. Clear some energy with our bell. Where's everybody from tonight?
Yes.
From Michigan.
Let us know if it's snowing or raining or if you have reindeer in your front lawn.
Texas and Florida.
Let us know what's happening. Hello,
our
Matt
friends are
and
here.
Missy. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Well, we made it around the sun, didn't we? Just a few more days before this year ends. And what a better way to end the year.
Santa Riz in only got cannolis for you, no cookies. Oh, hello, Missy. And we have Ontario and Austria's in the house. Hello, Austria. So we know you are probably very cold and chilly.
They are.
New York.
And Santa's beard is falling off.
Oh, well, that's going to happen a lot.
Well, why not?
I told Santa that if he gets too hot, we may not need a beard. Okay, so Christina has no snow yet. Just cold and wild antelope hanging around.
Oh, no.
That sounds very magical.
Very magical.
Julianne, love from Australia. We love our Aussies. We're trying to build the Aussie community. We know a lot of people are interested in psychics and clairvoyance and tarot, healers, shamans. You guys came to the right place.
Yes.
And we bring spirituality to a whole new level because we just knock all the doors down.
Yes.
And we just have a lot of
We put all our beards on like this. All right.
Okay.
What's the matter?
Next Level Soul. Happy Christmas Eve from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Louisiana.
Where else?
Canada. We also have Florida in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Shout out to Miss E's lovely grandparents who are with her today.
That's right.
And they are so wonderful. And they're the real Mr. and Mrs. Santa. Well,
they
I
are.
shouldn't say that because we are also the real Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Well, how's Santa's beard doing, Miss Claus?
Let me see here what we got going on here.
Santa has some beard issues going on.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't do this. You guys don't mind Santa with a dark beard, do you?
They didn't know that underneath it, Santa was just a jolly old Indian man. No, put it back on there. Santa has to have his white beard.
Okay, but this is going to be really too. Oh.
Well, don't choke, Santa, darling.
Oh, no.
There we go. Why don't cover my whole face with my beard? Why don't we? How's that? If I sit very still, my beard won't go out of bounds.
Hi, Michigan, Jessica. So lovely to see everybody here. Brian says you should just take it off. I agree. What do you guys think? Should Riz take off the beard so we can see his lovely beard?
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
Try to give everybody a nice beard, and look what happens to me tonight.
Hey, Dennis. Desert Dennis is in the house. Hello, Erica.
Merry Christmas,
Oriah.
Dennis.
Merry Christmas.
Long time no see.
We're feeling very, very Nordic right now.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah, like I was starting to get a little accent, and I thought maybe
What's
I
up with
should
that Nordic accent of yours?
I don't know. It comes and goes, and I'm not really sure. If
when you went to
it's,
Denmark, I think you picked up some...
I did. I picked up a little bit of
You did.
my heritage, and
Yeah.
I have some Nordic. We can't be having this. This is not good. This is not good.
Yes, it is. Look, I can do it.
This is no, the glasses are falling off.
There we go.
No.
Santa's having some
It's
issues.
because your higher self does not want the beard on.
All right,
Do you
no more
understand?
beard.
Get rid of it.
There we
go. Okay.
I look like a Rick James mixed with an Indian man and
we were
a
trying
Viking.
to make this very smooth, y'all, but
it was just too hot. All right, how about this? There we go.
there you go.
Look at myself.
There you go.
Yeah, it's some version of like...
I like it.
It's a little bit of Prince and Rick James going on. Well, guys, this is so perfect that Christmas Eve is on a Sunday. So, sometimes we decide on holidays that we shouldn't broadcast, but we decided we had to tonight because we want to be here with you guys.
Do you guys think it's really funny we're not trying to be funny?
This is actually how we are.
Wait, we're actually trying to really pull off a real Santa Claus situation. And we're trying really hard. And I think we're doing a pretty damn good job. But wait, I'm not supposed to
feel like
curse because I'm Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus does not say damn.
I swear we did not have spiked eggnog or anything. You
No.
guys.
So let's
Okay.
ring the bell and let's see how everybody's doing. And let's
Yes.
see all the Christmas spirits of the ghosts of Christmas past, present,
That's
and
right.
future are with us tonight.
That's right. All the spirits are gathering around. Hey, did you guys know, and are you guys aware of our new podcast that we've been doing called
Psychic Couple Reacts.
Reacts?
Yeah. So we are showing all our favorite paranormal shows that we watch and giving our professional reactions and opinions on what's really going down in these ghost stories and all of these strange, I call it high strangeness in some of these shows. We kind of break down a bunch of shows on Discovery Plus in the
Right.
paranormal section. So check it out. We have a lot of content that's going to be coming your way. So make sure you leave a comment and get into that. So where should we begin? Thank you, my dear.
Okay, so we are definitely taking questions.
Yes. Let's see.
All righty.
Someone wrote, like a couple reacts to so fun. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes, we really enjoy it. And what's really funny is we spend so much time deconstructing these type of psychic shows when we're together alone. So we thought we'd bring you guys into our world and show you what we're doing. So, okay, we got some people here. If you guys want, because it's a special evening, you could start dropping in questions.
Drop in some questions.
Just how it's open forum.
I'm going to be, this is going to be chocolate chip fueled.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Let me
Okay.
see what I got going on.
Let's fuel up.
Well,
That beard situation, that was a full skit. I swear to God.
that should have been like on the,
That seemed like it was planned.
that
It
is
was
like a
not planned.
that is a TikTok video mixed with old like variety
This
show
is what
comedy.
happens when we try to be smooth, calm, and collected. So much for that.
Okay. I have a
Okay.
question for someone. Does someone out there who's watching right now have like some Lucille Ball memorabilia in your house? Like, do you have a picture of her or a little statuette or something of Lucille Ball, like as a piece of art or a souvenir? Because someone is here on the other side talking about that to me. So it must be a loved one of yours out of you guys who are watching. Let me know if that's going on. The name Bert, B-E-R-T or B-U-R-T is coming through. I think that's for somebody else. This seems to be also in the family relative. And there's someone here who is there. I see their house and it's like, there's one wall that's completely covered in plants. And I mean a lot of plants. I'm talking where it like frames the entire wall. So if that's you, let me know, and I'll come to you in my messages. So those are these are all three, I believe, separate people that I'm supposed to give messages to.
Okay, so Crystal Ann is saying a book of hers from Auntie Vonzi. Because I didn't hear, you went so fast, I actually didn't hear the three messages. I had Erica
I said there's one about a Lucille Ball souvenir that I see in somebody's house.
Buckshot's checking out about if his mom might have that. Okay. Crystal Ann says she has a book of her from Auntie Vonzi. Is Auntie Vonzi still with us?
Thank you.
Yeah, see if Auntie Vonzi Crystal is still with us.
It is a female. And the other one is, the whole wall is framed with plants that I see.
Okay.
And somebody has, it's either these, they look like long stools or bar stools to me that were left to you by this person who passed on. So those are 4 different separate people.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bar stools?
Yes. They were left to you by someone.
Okay. We're going to keep a lookout for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Crystal Ann says, yes, she did pass.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
And she gave
Vonzi.
Did she give you the book? Is that the question I'm asking? Did she give you that book? Because this person gave this Lucille Ball thing to someone.
She passed in 2016. Okay.
Got it.
Let's hear from Crystal.
Okay,
what
Crystal,
she says.
just answer that question. If it was your aunt that gave you this Lucille Ball thing?
Okay, and the other, you had a Bert.
Yes.
And what was that? For those tuning in. Right
there's somebody who's crossed over. That's the name.
That's the name,
Yeah.
Bert. So if there's anyone who's crossed over on the other side, name is Bert.
Yes.
And then the other one is a wall framed with plants.
Yeah, it's the whole wall is framed with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not just 2. It's like literally they're hanging and then they're on the sides as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Buckshot, yes, my mom does have a doll. Okay, so she has a doll of Lucille Ball.
No, it has to be the person who's watching now has it in their house right now.
Okay.
So it's not in your mom's house.
Okay, so Crystal Ann said she did die, but tripping over a stool, and we found her.
Okay, I'm asking you, did she give you the Lucille Ball book is what I'm asking you.
Look, that was one of your...
Oh, she tripped over a bar stool?
Yeah, and that was one of your hits.
Thank you. Okay, great. So it is.
We
know it's you. They said Lucille Ball thing, and and the bar stool connection. Thank you. Okay, so that's you. Let's let
and
Crystal.
She willed it to her specifically.
Beautiful.
Great.
Well, she's coming through right at the top to wish you a Merry Christmas. So much energy coming through that she took it upon herself to find this podcast to get this message to you. Look at you. You didn't even have to set up a reading and wait 6 months. You just came online and there she is for you. And she just wants to say hello, 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 and Merry Christmas to you. She tapped me on the shoulder as we were beginning and was pushing these things. You know, guys, sometimes they don't say their name. Why don't they just sometimes say, hey, it's Uncle this, or it's this person's name. They do say that sometimes. They many times. I've done thousands and thousands of readings, and probably at least 40-50% of the time they say their name. And sometimes they don't because, I don't know, they have their own set of rules, or they make it interesting for us, or they are coming through, their vibration isn't as strong where the name is coming through. They kind of think completely differently than the way we would rationally think. Hey, it's so-and-so, it's your dad, and they say their name. They don't give social security numbers or lottery numbers. Those things never seem to happen.
We have tried.
But can I tell you something? They have given...
Work.
Oh, no, it doesn't work that way.
And a lot of psychics have said that it doesn't work, the lotto number thing.
Yeah, we are observers of this very mysterious reality, this multi-dimensional quantum, whatever words you want to say in there. It is the great big mystery, the beautiful big mystery. And as mediums, what we are doing is simply receiving the frequencies and messages that are coming through, and I just present them to you, and they land where they're supposed to land. Okay, so Crystal, that's your message from your beloved aunt, and she is, she's pointing out that Lucille Ball reference because it's like that's the love energy, like that happy joy that she feels is the way Lucy used to be in all of her humor. Okay, let's see who else we got here.
Okay, we have Michael Pert. Riz, I recently had a one-on-one reading with you, and you asked me who Charles was. I stated I did not have anyone in my life by that name, but I recently met a guy called Charlie. Can you expand?
Sure. So when hi, Michael. When I connect with people and the name comes to me, it is always about there's some soul connection. There's some purpose to this connection. And if you didn't know the person at the time, sometimes in readings it's about what's to come, which is why I have people take notes, okay? So that connection is usually that there's something to come from that connection that is going to lead you to something that you're trying to manifest. And that's why it would come through in a psychic reading. So allow it to unfold. Be natural. Don't keep looking for it. That's the last thing you want to do, is to look for it. Oh, the psychic said something's going to happen here. No, relax, because you don't want to interrupt the natural, organic flow of things. But the reason it comes to me is so that when you do see that connection, or when there's a moment where you're trying to make a decision about, maybe it's a creative partnership, maybe this person invites you somewhere and you're wondering whether you should go or not, and then you end up making another connection that's very important. They're an important link in the chain of the events of your life. So flow with it, enjoy it, nothing to worry about. It's all good.
I just made a connection.
Tell me.
Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
Desi and Lucy.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Shows.
Yes.
Skits.
Yes.
And that's what we were
that's
doing
funny.
in
It
the
was kind of like
beginning
that,
by
wasn't it?
accident.
It was kind of like that.
Yeah, so Lucy and Desi are with us.
Who is over there?
Okay, so we have Clayton Mayo.
Clayton Mayo.
Hello, I wanted to ask if my spirit guides have any messages. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody who's tuning in, some of you that are new, there's a couple things you need to know before
House
you
rules.
give a message. House rules.
Yep.
Okay, so number one, always give your name if your handle is kind of like a fun handle, but it's not your real name. We need your real name.
Yes.
And then just your first name, and then the name of the person that you want a message from, and anything else.
That's usually your first name, because sometimes you guys have YouTube handles that are like something.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay,
You can get
and
it.
so-
It must be the hair that's clogging.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm going to take my hair off.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to wear my Santa hat. How about that?
There you go.
There we go. Ah, that feels better.
Now you look Viking.
Now I look like a Viking Santa?
Yeah, you look like a Viking Santa.
All right.
Okay, so
I'm keeping the belly, though, because it's kind of like it feels good.
Does it?
Yeah, there's something about having a big giant belly that makes you feel kind of kingly, I think.
Oh yeah. So we were talking about the house rules. Okay, so we need your name, and then we need the first name of the person who's crossed, and then the other thing is just only please ask one question, so we give everybody a chance to have a question. We'll go through the super chats first, or mainly
We kind of toggle back and forth.
between we start grabbing free people. We have to say it that way. There's no other way
There's
to say it.
paid readings, there's free readings, whatever you feel like doing.
Whatever you want to do.
There's no preferences. It's just an order preference,
That's
because
correct.
that's what naturally people pay for.
He will get some hits, and he will ask you guys if that retains to you or pertains to you. Just please let us know.
Okay, let's take. Is that
And-
Matt?
Yeah, so we
Could you
were
read the
in the
question?
middle of reading Clayton's.
Okay.
And I interrupted Clayton.
Sorry. Hi, Clayton. We're back to you. Don't worry. I didn't forget you. Tell me.
Okay. Hello. I wanted to ask if my spirit guides have any messages or guidance they want to pass along to me, and what should I be focused on now?
Can I read it again?
Hello.
I want to read it again. Okay, got it. I just want to, when I see the name, it gives me a visual connection. This is right now, I really want to say this to you, Clayton, is that it's kind of like this is the time of your philosophical nature awakening. And that's going to be kind of a period of about 6 months where you're going to be going even more introspective than normal. Don't worry about that. It's not that you're going to become a hermit or anything. It's that this is a time for you to allow yourself to be spontaneous, in the sense that if plans don't get canceled that you really wanted, you take a breath and you completely let it go. It's all about take a breath and completely let it go. For example, if somebody makes you angry, some situation upsets you, Clayton, here's what I would say to you. Wait 3 days for any response. Let's say you get an email that upsets you, or someone says something that disturbs you. Maybe it's nothing that infuriates you, but the trigger reactions that you could have. I would say give it 3 days, breathe through it, let it go, do other stuff. I also want to say that in 2024, what I see is that this is how they're showing it to me, so maybe this will help you. Where things were kind of wavy lines before, meaning left, right, left, right, left, right, that's how a line goes. They're much straighter now. Dialogue communication is getting much clearer for you. You're going to get your point across better with it'll be better received, because I'm going to tell you something. Sweeten everything that you say, Clayton. It's not that you're playing it safe or you're kissing butt with people. It's that you're just making things sweeter, because it just makes your experience better. So you're going to really start to get control of this. The main spirit guide that is working with you is a very interesting guide, and it is the poet Wordsworth. He's come through me over the years a couple of times, but he's coming through right now, and it's about the worth. Oh, that's interesting. It's about the worth of your words.
Oh.
So there's something called the economy of words, which means using your words wisely. So you're not wasting your energy using too many words. You're going to become more thoughtful, thinking more before you speak, being more peaceful, asking yourself, is what I'm saying helping to disarm the situation? Is because your natural state of being, Clayton, is that you're actually a peacemaker. And this can come through any form. Peacemakers can end up becoming lawyers, or they can become artists. But you're there for that fair, impartial, unbiased view. And that inner work for you to really shine in 24 will be about you loosening up on some views that you hold very, very strongly. And you go, no, this is how it is. I'd say just loosen up. You maybe don't need to change your opinion on it, but loosen up with what grip you're holding on to something, because that tends to make us shaky when we hold on to something too tight. And then it kind of obscures or obfuscates, how's that? That's a nice word, obfuscates the vision of the road ahead. There you go.
Okay, so I am picking Aaron Sherman.
Hello, Aaron or Aaron?
Erin.
Hi, Aaron.
My mom's birthday is tomorrow. Her mom, Elna, my grandma, died on Christmas Day 19 years ago. Whew. Would there be a message from Elna for my mom, Holly?
She died on Christmas Day, and your mom's name is Holly? That is so Christmassy. Holly. Isn't really Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you catch that?
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Her guide, your grandmother's guide, Elna is the name, is the grandmother?
Mm-hmm. Elna.
Thank you. So Elna's guide is coming through first, kind of just with a lantern, showing a lantern to me. By the way, does owls have any significance to you guys? Are you seeing any owls or have a particular fondness for owls? Because that spirit animal totem is coming through with her. I see a lantern. I see this beautiful, majestic owl behind this light. That's what an entrance your grandma's making. And I have to say, she has some, I was going to say it's eggnog, but I don't know what this looks more like a spiked punch. In the spirit of the holidays is coming through. And she has played with the lights and the electricity in the house. And I'm curious about, is there some funny story about the swimming pool or the lake? Because I hear this really wonderful, joyous laughter, like someone told a really great joke, and they're talking about this body of waters, but it could look like the swimming pool or the lake to me. I'm curious about that. She's also putting a heart around the month of May with you guys, like this is a special month. This usually marks a birthday or an anniversary. And I have a funny story, a funny question for you, Aaron. What are your feelings about like sandwiches like peanut butter and jelly? For some reason, I'm supposed to ask you that. And it's about the kid in you. So she wants to like cater to the kid in you. But I see like these sandwiches. So let me know about that. But I asked her, why did your soul go on Christmas? Okay. Got it. I know it's kind of sad to feel that on Christmas, but it was more to deepen your heart center connection to the holidays. So it's not like, it kind of can make Christmas more deep and more intimate and actually full of a lot more love for you, because even though you guys miss her, when you miss someone, you're kind of dropping into your heart, aren't you? So that's the whole point of these holidays, is to help people drop into their heart. It's not about the so-called politics of it or the so-called origins of it. She's kind of like coming through, like any excuse to celebrate is a good excuse. So that's what she wishes for you. Also, I want to ask you, was someone in nursing or going into nursing? Please let me know. Medical, she wrote.
Okay, we have a question from Shadat.
From shout out, sure.
Shout out. My old friend from college, Sean C., died unexpectedly last week. I'm wondering how I can support his wife and young son. Please advise. Wow.
The best way to support them right now, first of all, remember that this is a very, very big shock. And it is very good for you to be able to know that you can be in their orbit without landing on their planet, right? The satellite goes around and is there when you need it, but it's not a time to be in their world directly because they have to get over this shock. I think, Charlotte, you already know that we don't get messages from the other side a week later. It's best to wait 6 months, sometimes to a year, to get a message from a loved one in a mediumship reading. But I will tell you this. Your friend, you ever see when people used to play, or they still play the game Frisbee, where they jump up in the air to grab the Frisbee? It's like this beautiful leap that he took onto the other side, and he's showing me like this beautiful athletic leap. Looks so graceful when he went to the other side. And as time goes on, we will get more messages about this, but the way to support is to just say, drop notes, say, I'm here, you're in my thoughts and in my prayers. And if there's any little thing that you need, whether it's an errand to run or something you need help with, you just have to ask. Just let me know you could help. I'm here to be of service in any way I can. That's it.
So
let's go to some people that we haven't heard from before.
One second. I'll handle that right now.
Sure.
Erica, can you look up Cara Khan and ask her to rephrase this question and help her with her question? Okay.
All right.
So we're going to say hello to some new people.
Let's do that one. I see.
Okay. So T Diaz.
Hi, T.
T, you don't even realize, but 11/11 is our wedding anniversary. So that was a great number.
Yes, it is.
I'm in a coaching program, but feel a different business that I'm exploring is a better choice.
100%. You don't even need to continue. You don't even need to continue the question. I got the green lights, but you want to continue the question?
No, because it was basically, she says, I'm in a coaching program, but feel a different business that I'm exploring is a better choice for increasing my financial stability
100%.
and happiness. Any advice from the guides or ancestors about that, please?
Well, you know, Osho, who was a controversial figure, but not for me because I love him. They once asked Osho a question, and his meaning, he made a joke when he answered the question, but there was a deeper meaning to the question, because as often was with Osho. And they had asked him, you know, he had the compound and he was having everybody dance and sing, and it was looking really wild. And he bought all these Rolls Royces. And they asked him in this very serious interview, how can you be spiritual sitting here talking to me in this interview in the back of a Rolls Royce as we're driving through on a Rolls Royce? And Osho said, actually, it is very comfortable in a Rolls Royce. He would always do this. I can meditate much more peacefully in the smooth ride of this car. It is you who are worried about this. It means nothing to me. So he was having fun with it. And say what you want about certain people like Osho, but boy, he brought power and enlightenment to so many, made us think, made us dialogue about these teachings. And there's no doubting some of these powerful teachings that he wrote and channeled. What he was saying was, applying to you, is that, yes, you're taking the coaching program, but that financial security is where you're finding your spirituality. You're finding it through the idea of making money. Some people find it through a farm. Some people find it through just sitting in a room and painting. Some people find it through breath work. If your arena is, I want to be comfortable and see that I can play this game of making abundance in this way, because the universe doesn't care whether you earn a penny or you earn $7 trillion. It does not matter to the universe. It's about whether you're being authentic to yourself. And what it feels like to me is that you are being authentic to yourself. So don't judge this. This is very good energy for you to use to have success in it, because there's a lot of joy. There's energy here. There's a pulse. I can feel it when when you're talking about this and communicating to us about this situation, there's a pulse and a heartbeat about this other path. So breathe more life into it. I feel like with the coaching program, you're trying to give it CPR and just keep it alive and keep it like a little beep on the EKG. And this other one has got a very nice, strong heartbeat. So keep going.
Okay, so hi, Matt Crawford.
All right.
I'm starting school soon and trying to carve a new path for myself. I'm wondering if my guides think this will be a good pathway for me. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you something. You know, people who get readings from me, they know that I never just tell you what you want to hear. I just tell you how I feel and what comes through, and I ask you, apply this, keep an open mind, and see how you can use the information that I'm giving to you. So this is really about you learning a certain type of independence, Matt. And I do not mean financial independence. I mean where you're going to be getting in this, what you're going to be learning is how to receive information and understand its value, because it feels like the technical information you're going to be getting. And then understand that over time, your innovative and inventive nature, your entrepreneurial, visionary part of you is observing. But you first need to have this technical information before you can kind of explore and add that visionary fire. Old saying goes, you have to know the rules before you can break them. So this is about you knowing the rules before you can twist them, bend them, break them, throw them out the window, and bring in your own creative fire and juices. I love it. It's very, very good. By the way, there's a spirit animal showing up, and I actually have never seen this spirit animal come to me, and I've done a gazillion readings. It's a seahorse.
Oh.
I haven't even thought about seahorses. Part of me in my brain went, wait, were those real, or those from the back of the comic book when I was a kid? Those are sea monkeys.
You mean, yeah, sea monkeys. Those ads.
Yeah. I know Dennis remembers those sea monkeys in the back of the comic. Dennis, you were the kind of guy that went and bought it, weren't you?
I bought it.
You did it too? Okay. Yeah. Seahorse, please look up what the magic, the spiritual meaning of the seahorse is. But it is, I think, asking you to ride its magical back into the unknown, uncharted waters, and that you're going to be safe.
Okay. Ready to move on?
Yes, I was curious, if you may ask our elf, Erica, if anyone answered those earlier questions for me. We did the Lucille Ball, we did the Barstool. There was somebody with the name Bert. Did that come up? By the way, it could be Bertha. Okay.
Okay, so Christina Ruidas, happy holidays. You both look fantastic. Thank you. I'd love to learn more about who my spirit guides are. Thank you.
Tuning in. Let me ring the bell for Christina. Okay. Let me see. Christina. Well, I have a message from Merlin for you. Merlin is a guide that works with many, many people because he's a master teacher. But there's a personal message for you here. And it is about the idea of motherhood. I say the idea because this doesn't matter whether you, Christina, have children right now or not. But the idea of motherhood is about nurturing and about sticking with it. Because moms, you moms out there, you know that it doesn't matter what mood you're in. When the baby needs to eat, the baby needs to eat. Doesn't matter if you had a bad day. Doesn't matter if you're in a terrible mood. Doesn't matter if you got fired. Doesn't matter if you hurt yourself. Doesn't matter if you're sick. The baby represents what you are nurturing, bringing life forth and nurturing it in this lifetime, that kind of commitment. And so there's a maturing process that's happening right now with you, Christina, and allow that to continue. I want to say that no matter what age right now it is that you're on, you're growing up, but without losing your connection to your inner child. And I do know that this year was sort of like you had you were carrying this weight on your shoulders, but your guides want you to know right now, and you have an artist working with you whose name is Degas. I think it's spelled Degas. You art historians out there, you would know better than me, but you could probably Google that. Degas, I think it's Degas. And he's an artist that's working with you and is going to nurture your creative efforts in this year because that's always connected to when we were kids, we were far more open to creativity. And this is what's in store for you. So I love it. I love it. I love it. By the way, Another question, I don't know who it's connected to, but somebody's here on the other side that's just giving me a little whisper, and the symbol is a pair of dice. So this person was, I think, either a high roller or maybe gave you a pair of dice.
Is it
Let me know.
a technical, real 3D
real
object,
3D
or
dice,
is it more
dice
a
that you
symbol,
no.
They were playing with dice with their life.
No.
Oh, okay.
Physical symbol, like when you roll dice at a craps table or whatever it is. Okay.
So we have a question from Cara Khan. We have, she says, I'm wondering if I can have some advice from my ancestor or relative, and it's either from Alice or Paul. If you're getting
you would like a message from Alice or Paul?
Yes.
Advice on a particular subject? Or
I think just a message is what she means.
Okay, she means a message. Okay, sure. Let me see if there's anyone who's answering when I do that. You know, guys, it happens that fast in mediumship when you've been doing it a long time. It's almost like the way I want to compare it to is that so when someone asks me a question about a loved one, it's almost like if someone says to me, do you smell any lemon in this room? Now, I have to focus, right? I have to stop and go, do I? It's kind of like that. And if I smell the faintest bit of lemon, I'd say, yeah, I do smell some lemon in this room. It's kind of like that with mediumship. Someone says the name of a loved one, I have to pause. And I'm listening deeper because we all operate on frequency, all of us. And when we cross over, our frequency tends to become more fine, meaning it's more refined. It's, in a sense, you might say it's a higher note on the piano. And it's quieter, so I have to listen for it. Yes, Cara. So the message here, I feel this is coming collectively from both. Yes. This is about establishing a strong connection right now for you. They want you to establish a very strong connection, or a stronger connection than currently, with this future version of you. This future version of you is really the real you, the more authentic you, the more freer you, the more peaceful, more powerful you. And they are nurturing you through this final stage, and I do feel it is the final stage in the trilogy, you might say, where you are closing the door on where you feel, sometimes we regret things and we go, oh, I screwed that up. I really went through the consequences of that. So where you're letting go of any guilt about whether you've taken some missteps or you have ignored things and you've been wanting to dive in deeper and you're just so, boy, they keep telling me that you're very hard on yourself of wanting to get it right. So this is the year where they're going to assist you in that. And that way you keep this connection with them very light and fruitful, where you say, hey, I'll say, Paul, remind me again how to keep it light. Remind me again how to not take myself so seriously where I need to get it right now. And so let that go and don't try so hard. And that's what they're here for with you.
Okay, so Bernadette would like to know
yes.
Who's her guides that are spending the holidays with her, or who's going to take her into the new year?
I love that, spending the holidays with me. But it's funny. Your spirit guides, there are temps who come in. You have your spirit guides who are long-term guides who have been with you.
Can you check in and see
if
she has a long-term, and who's her temps that are coming in? Who's her little spirit guide team?
Well, you have Aphrodite working with you.
Ooh.
And Aphrodite, I don't know what she was the goddess of off the top of my Santa hat.
Love.
But she is with you, right? Love. Is she the goddess of? No, Venus is the goddess of
Aphrodite is the god. Well,
let's ask our elf.
I think
Erica,
it's fertility and love and.
Ooh. Here's the message, though. You are going to be making in 24. You are actually going to be making up with some people. That means that where people got a little. Is the word frumpled? What word am I trying to say?
I like that word.
Frumpled. Where things were frumpled before, they're going to iron out. And you're going to be amazed that bygones are going to become bygones. And a couple of key people, and I see the number as 2 to 3 people that were from the way in the past that you thought the road split from. I want to say that the road will join again in a much more mature way. That is what is happening right now. And Aphrodite is the one who is, I want to say, project manager on that for you. Now, what's a good way to connect with her? I think that for you, when I meant she, I meant you, should keep the sparkle happening. So a little bit of sparkly stuff on your wrist or on your neck. Doing some crown chakra meditations will be excellent for you. I was wondering, maybe you can answer this for me. Do you suffer from any kind of headaches or tension headaches in the upper head and neck, base of the skull kind of area? Because she's kind of placing an energy right there for you. Straining of the neck. Fitness also. Okay, dance. That's what she's saying. That's the best way to have fitness for you.
Bernadette, today when I went to the gym to do my regular cardio and that boring, treadmill, there was a dance class going on with Latin. It was like Latin hip hop or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I just going to go in there. I don't know what's going on. I'll be in the back and I'm going to try. And you watched me and I worked out better than well, you told me that you saw me in there having fun.
That's what you were doing? I saw you in there, but I didn't know what it was. Okay.
Yes, okay. I was dancing. So anyway, you should try it. It's really, really fun. It really lifts your mood. Okay, so we have Julianne.
Hi, Julianne. Let's read her question.
And we have Missy above her.
Oh, we have a few.
Leia above her.
Okay, let's go to Leia right there.
Okay.
Go to Leia.
All right.
You just had her there.
Okay, so Leia.
Hi, Leia. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Riz Oriah. I'm wondering who my guides are and if they have a message for me. I've been told by other intuitives that I have a pink angel who works with me. Thank you.
Well, I love that. I'm going to tell you something, though. The first thing I get is not the pink angel. I get that you have a dolphin, a pack of dolphins. I don't know if the word is a pack. A school of dolphins? That is kind of your spirit animal, but they're very opalescent looking. They're not just dark blue with a white underbelly. It's almost like they look like they're made of moonstone. What a beautiful... Can you even imagine that? That's why I really like these AI art apps. You can tell the AI in the art app what to make for you. And I've been telling people, because in some of my messages, I get a description of an animal totem that is like part this animal and part another. And so they can't picture it, but the AI could make it for you probably beautifully. So it's these kind of luminescent, opalescent dolphins that are with you. Was there a specific question? She just wants me to get the message from the guides.
Well, she's been told by other intuitives that she has a pink angel who works with me. That's
Beautiful.
all she knows. So she's just basically saying.
Well, I'm going to throw mine into the mix. I see the animal of this beautiful, mystical, magical dolphin school coming through for you, and what they represent is a kind of fearlessness in the ocean. Dolphins are not afraid of anything. You can tell by their behavior. They'll do things to survive if something is going to attack them, but it's not based more on fear. It's almost like they're over it. They're over the whole law of the jungle thing in the ocean. They're like, we're here to be in our magic and to flow. Oh, there's a shark coming after? Well, don't worry, I swim faster than you, so I'm out of here. I'm not even going to be in this confrontation. They're teaching you how to rise above and how to glide through the waters with less effort. And so bring that image into your mind in your meditations. Also, this is a reworking right now of your strategy for work, a reworking of your strategy in your professional life, where I want to say that it's almost like the gloves are off. And when I say the gloves are off, most people mean they want to fight. When I say the gloves are off, and the way I say the gloves are off is that you're going to get more precise now. For example, I have these gloves on. I can't type that precisely on my phone, right? So I would take my gloves are off, means now I'm going to be more connected. I'm going to go right to it. I'm taking out all the fluff. Fluff is good when you need fluff, and fluff is not good when you don't need fluff. Okay? Beautiful. Love it.
Okay, so guess what we have?
What?
Well, actually, I could just say it. We have a special question, but before we go to the special question, I think it was Julie. Somebody said, what can we do for you guys for everything you're doing for us? And I thought it was really sweet. And I said, well, just you saying that was really nice. But I actually came up with an idea.
Yes.
Everybody like the post, like the video.
Yes. Click like on the video.
That would be the best gift ever.
Or share. You know what you guys could do? You could share the link to our channel and say, you guys, whoever you pick a couple of friends And just send them a link and say you should really check this out. We would love that. Okay.
Okay, so guess what? We are going to answer a question from Erica's grandfather, Gary, who's tuning in with us tonight in Florida. And he would like to know what should be his priority for 2024. And whatever you're getting from his guides, maybe who his guide is.
First, his question, has Gary lost a brother? There's someone here on the other side that is connected to, it feels to me, military or uniform in some way around Gary. And I would just like to know if this is a connection for him. Let's ask.
Okay. So we'll wait?
Yes.
Should we go to another question? Or just
also,
wait?
I'm curious, for Gary,
Actually, she can just answer. Actually, we could just
get a live answer from Erica.
Okay, Erica. So Riz has some questions. We're just going to have you answer verbally, Miss Erica.
Okay, got it. So this must be then the dad. Okay, there's someone here.
His father crossed over.
Yeah, I would assume, knowing Gary's also older, but I would say that the dad is coming through first. Also was curious, is there anyone that's connected to that family by the name of Henry or Herman?
Henry or Herman.
Is there someone connected to the family?
We have Erica on FaceTime, by the way, everyone, because she's in Florida with her grandfather.
And it could be Sherman also. No connection there? Okay. No, it's not that. It's not that name. Okay, let me continue, but maybe if that comes up, please let me know about that. Dad is coming through, and there's also connection to the name Michael here coming through. On that, to connect it to the father. There's somebody here with that name connected to the dad. There's two people coming through. Just want to let you know. There's a Michael connected to the second person. I want to ask, are you in their house right now? Is there an upstairs to this house?
Maybe I should turn the volume.
Is there an upstairs to this house, or is it one level? Okay. So they're showing me a house that does have an upstairs here.
They've had a bunch of houses, though. All of the other ones did.
Okay. That's the house that your dad is showing to me. And I have to say, is this driveway, did this driveway just get paved, or is it needing to be repaved or something?
What's going on with your driveway?
Your dad's spirit is around this house, and he's inspecting the driveway.
Okay, your dad's spirit is around the house.
Like a protector.
The driveway.
Erica's with her grandfather in Florida right now.
So he's like inspecting your house.
Yeah, he comes by in spirit and he checks out to make sure the perimeter is good. He does perimeter checks.
He does perimeter checks. Yes.
Also, and you might find this interesting, you know the game of Backgammon, or I don't know what the game is it's Backgammon. There's somebody here on the other side who's playing that game and showing it to me, who's connected to Gary's family.
Playing Backgammon and is showing them that game.
The only one that played Backgammon was Tim.
With Tim, your father. My dad used to play Backgammon.
Oh, really?
A lot. With my grandpa.
There you go.
And my grandma. They all used to play Backgammon together.
Yeah, well, Gary's dad is talking about the Backgammon. He loves when they play.
He was the coach of what? Oh, okay. He's talking about the Backgammon.
What is it? Okay, so I'm going to give a message, and I'm sure that
your signal is
Sorry.
okay.
And it's the delay too, so it's
okay.
Two
Gotcha.
lines.
Okay, gotcha.
If anyone can do it, a Virgo can do it, Erica. Okay,
so when you say priority, I want to talk about this for a moment. the priority for 2024, as Dad is coming through, and he's recognizing these two sons who I guess are also in the military and blessing them and giving his best wishes to them, is he wants you to know. I can't. You know what? I kind of hear things going on the phone, and maybe we should just lower the volume on that. Yeah, I'm done with that. Okay. So you can just type to us. I think that'll be better.
All right. So he's just gonna finish the reading now.
And maybe Erica, you can. I want to go over to, because in that room, I want to go over to your grandma, because I'm being drawn over there to your grandma, and type to me her first name. So guys, we just kind of have to do it this way. All right, let's see. Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie. I have a message for you. So first, one of your guides is saying this name June to me, like the month of June, but it's like the name of a person. And I think either this is the name of a guide or maybe somebody that you knew, but you have a beautiful angel around you who is giving a lot of kind of like you have this intuition inside of yourself as well when you go for your walks. And I do see that there is a particular, almost like a particular state of mind that will come over to you when you go in for a walk through nature, where it's almost like you're connected to the world of the fairies, Bonnie. It's like there's this magic happening around you, and you haven't given it enough credence. You haven't given it enough thought. And this is a time maybe for you to start a little bit of meditation, maybe practicing a little bit, learning a little bit of it, and harnessing that energy, because you naturally have this vitality in you. It's always been there. And they're also talking to me about this. You might want to try your actual hands of putting them in pottery or putting them in clay or putting them in paint. It's like there's so much healing energy that comes through. And I bet you that Gary can attest to this, is that there's certain moments, like if you touch a person, they can really feel your energy coming through. And I feel like you don't even let it out enough. And your touch can be very, very healing. So let that through. There's also, I'm curious, did you have a particular teacher that you went and did a memorial for in some way? Because there's someone coming over this side who is was the teacher, female teacher, and I feel like either you know her kids or there was some kind of tribute that at some point you went to, but she's coming through here, and I'm curious about that, if that is there. Also, the name Sam is connected to either that person or to you, so I'm curious about that as well. You know, it's a Sam. I don't do rhymes. And curious about the June.
They had a dog named Sam.
Thank you. Sam was a dog. Got it. Now I understand. When you're walking and doing your walks, Bonnie, that's who's running alongside of you is Sam. What about the teacher? Can you hear?
Yeah.
When? How long ago did that teacher pass? No, it's around Bonnie, and I have to say. Also, by the way, do you guys have any musical instruments in this house? There should be I feel like there should be an organ or a piano in there. Yeah, that's why I said it should be in there. It needs to be there. What happened? Music brings so much energy into it. Who plays?
She used to play.
That's why I said your hands and the energy coming through you there. Very good. And I'm going to say a funny thing. There's somebody here on the other side making a joke about pea soup of all things. You know, like, who is that? Oh, really?
Grandpa makes that. That's
Oh,
the thing
really?
he does is make pea soup.
That's that's Gary's dad coming back in to talk about that. He's like, I guess that's your thing. He's like, he loves it when he does that. How often is he making this pea soup, the famous pea soup?
Every couple months.
Well,
His famous pea soup.
your dad thinks that's funny, by the way.
He started doing it as he got older.
I'm curious about, is there in this house a chess set?
Yes, there's a chess set.
Whose chess set was that? Is there any history of this chess set? Is it very old? His dad made the chess set? Wow. Well, he's recognizing that. Let me look at it.
Well, while everybody's watching,
Yeah.
I'm just including everyone so they can be a part of the
But I want
private
Gary to
reading you're
see.
giving to them.
So, guys,
We're going to wrap up and we're going to go on to the
We're
chat.
going to go on to the next one, but Dad just wanted to drop that little info about the chess set. I don't know who has it, but okay, good. It's in good hands then. All right, we'll see you guys. Okay, bye.
That's
All right,
awesome.
guys, back to you guys here.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
Julie Ann,
Hi,
Merry
Julie Ann.
Christmas and love for being in our lives, or love you guys for being in our lives. Thank you. Sending you both love from the St. Kilda Sea.
Where is that?
I don't know. St. Kilda Sea, please tell us where that's at.
Please go and get a pizza on me and gratitude.
Oh, thank you,
But
Julie.
you're
Do
being
you-
psychic because today someone who asked me, our daughter Alex asked me about some kind of food.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like, well, what would your magic food be? And I said, pizza. That's
He
good.
did say that today.
Because I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in a past life, apparently.
Okay, so we're going to go on to Missy. We haven't done Missy, have we?
Okay.
Okay, do my spirit guides have any advice about what else I should be doing to help start hearing and seeing what my life's purpose is? I know I have a lot of growing to do, but would
Sure.
love to know more about how I can help others in time.
The thing that you're doing, Missy, first of all, I want to say this. I do see a past life where you were actually, and it's not for this life, I'm going to be very clear for you, but I do see a past life where your job in the tribe was when someone was going to pass over, you were a caretaker. That is not what you're here to do in this life, but you have that essence, that core of caring about people. What I suggest for you is that there is a way that you can facilitate connections, networking, and communication between people, because I see that you're a very good hub. You know how to say, hey, you know who you should meet? Oh, you know what? What if I came up with this idea and you guys are the ones who should do it? It's like this is the way you would be the channel through which that water flows, right? That's what a channel is. It's like a canal, like Suez Canal, the English Channel. It allows water to flow and keep going. That's what you're going to do. You are here to open that up. For what you can do, a lot of spirit animal totems coming through tonight, honey.
Yeah, there was
I
somebody
have
who
to
was-
tell you, they're just coming. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all the reindeer energy that's going to be on the roof tonight. I have to say this. The spirit animal working with you is a falcon, and this is a very, very beautiful falcon. It is almost like the eyes are made of light and almost a little kind of fierce, if I tell you the way that I'm seeing it. And that fierceness is not, it's not an anger fierceness. It's like I'm totally on point kind of fierceness. Like people say eye of the tiger. This is like eye of the falcon.
Wow.
Very, very good. Interesting side note. You need to make sure that the lighting in your house is conducive to the way you want to feel. Meaning, make sure that there are dimmers so they're not so bright. Turning off light that is harsh on you. Your sensitivities to this are kind of increasing. So going into the more magical environmental space you're creating for yourself to do your spiritual healing. I do see healing. I see the first third of the year is still some healing going on over some heart issues. This feels in the area of love, and it feels old. So what you're going to be doing is how to lovingly step back into your power. Guys, sometimes when we're afraid to step into our power because we think that it's too confrontational or it's aggressive to step into your power. But it's not. A mountain is in its power. A flower is in its power. The kitty cat is in its power. And the lion is in its power. It is simply that you're surrendering to the fullness of yourself. It's like you're putting on a jacket. You don't put your hands in here. You put them all the way through, right? It's like you're fully, I want to say, releasing yourself into a new skin. Okay. And that's what you're going to be doing in this coming year. I'm so happy for you that you're going to be doing that. Also, by the way, I want to tell you, I see a Chinese dragon. You know, the kind when people put the costume on and do the Chinese New Year parade. If you have one near you, which who doesn't, in 24, go to it. Because you had a past life where you were doing that, by the way. You were part of that culture.
All right, so we're going to go to Dennis Strahl.
Hey, brother Dennis.
Dennis here asking, my girlfriend off and on for 8 years, Miss Michelle, you don't have to give her last name, Dennis.
Yes.
Decided to 100% ghost me since October because I admitted when we were out to lunch that I'm in love with her. So basically, he probably just wants to know what to do next or like any advice from his guides.
It was very, very good that you spoke that truth. Do not regret speaking that truth. You were coming to a place where your higher self was saying, I need to know where I stand, and I need to say where I stand. And there's a part of her that, at least in her most wise aspect, we all have the wise aspect of ourselves, and then we also have the reactionary one that kind of reacts from fear. But the wise part of her over time actually will respect you more for that because you stated your case. You were in a good energy when you said it. I don't feel that this was at all manipulative in any way. You were in your honest truth, and this was good for you. You turned a corner here. Now, you know, you could have told her a long time ago as well, but it was just disrupting, for her, it was disrupting what she thought was going to stay the way it was. But that's not who you are. You're an explorer. You're the cosmic explorer, brother. You're the one that goes beyond. You are on the Starship Enterprise going where no man has gone before. I know. So you couldn't hold that back. You took a little time to do it. Next time, let's not do it take that long. And let's not also jump the gun and do it too soon. So you're learning that temperance. And this is what I see here. So don't let this make you go more on guard. Let this just peacefully help you relax. I do see that karmically you had many lifetimes, Dennis, and it's really great to do this reading for you guys. I don't see Dennis very often, but it's probably been a decade maybe or since I've seen Dennis, but some people are just soul family, as you guys know, and I don't need to see him that often because cosmically he's in my presence, but I've never had a chance to give him this message, and I never got this message before for you, Dennis. And what I'm getting very strongly is that you had many lifetimes of relationships that were extremely fruitful with many children, and it was glorious. And you were kind of like you had a very royal lifetime where you were even a woman in that royal lifetime, and you had many lovers. And so it wasn't just one gender that you were. You've been both, and it was very fruitful. And I'll leave it at that. This lifetime was going to be about you in the third chapter of your life, which you're in, that here's where you would allow yourself this peaceful, slow surrender, but also not waiting too long. So what this move did for you when you expressed your love was it actually opened up a portal to other opportunities. It also opened up a portal for that other person to make a choice and decide what you are offering. And if she declines the offer, it's fine because all the other channels are opening for more fulfillment in that area. So looking forward to hearing about that as well.
Are you ready to go over to Carlin?
Sure.
Because we have a question from Baron Von Crunch. Hi, Bob. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for being with us since the beginning, and we would love to give you a message. His question is, can you ask my spirit guide, George Carlin, who's working with him right now,
yes,
for a Christmas message and New Year's advice?
I sure can. Let's ring the bell for George Carlin. Yes, he is one of your guides. He is one of the main guides working with you. Yeah, he has a very practical message. Oh, there's two things. Interesting. He did not like when people smoked at his shows. Sometimes the smoke from the people would be smoking in his shows, like in Vegas or in Atlantic City, some of these places at the casinos where he performed, in the big hotels. And he would warn them, guys, please put your cigarettes out. I can't breathe up here between the lights and the smoke. He couldn't breathe. And there were many shows where he just ended the show early. He goes, look, I asked you guys to stop. It looks like you don't want, you. God bless you. It looks like you don't want to stop, but I can't keep doing this. So, and he would exit the stage.
Wow.
So, you know, I'm trying to see what he wants, why he wants me to tell you that story. Oh, so when he makes a decision that he doesn't second guess it. So in your decisions about where you're living or where your decisions about, I want to say the new start that you're making, the not to second guess this. And he did that because he knew the universe would provide. His manager would say to him, how could you walk out on that stage? They're not going to pay you now, or they're going to turn it off to you. They're not going to be your fans anymore. And he said, well, then they're not supposed to be my fans. My fans are the ones who respect what I do, even if they're the ones missing out on what I'm doing.
That's a powerful message.
It's a powerful message. So it's very rock and roll.
Yeah, it is rock and roll.
But, you know, he was a little rough around the edges, I have to tell you. And you're not. You're a sweet man. And retain that sweetness, but know that he's helping you to move forward. There was a routine that he did, which was about stuff. And if you guys don't know what it is, Google George Carlin and the word stuff. And he made this joke or this observation about everything in life is about our stuff. We take our stuff and we move it into a smaller place, but we got to bring some stuff. And then we need more space, but then that's bigger stuff. So it's a really cool, he's a very intelligent man. That's it, Baron.
All right. So guess who we're going to go to next?
I have no idea.
We're going to Buckshot.
Buckshot.
Merry Christmas, Buckshot. Thanks for being with us from the beginning. He has a wonderful question.
Look how my stomach went up into...
I know. I was trying to tell you your belly is gone up into your chest.
Let's take the belly out now. I can't actually, because you know what?
So
it's in my big elastic Santa pants.
Santa disrobes, by the way, apparently, because we started off with a beard.
Santa.
It's a very sexy Santa. Do you want to take it out?
No. Excuse me? Okay, let's continue.
It's a PG show.
Okay. You can take the boy out of New York, but you can't take the New York out of the boy. Okay, what do we got? Can I pick?
Yes, we're doing Buckshot. Do my spirit guides have any advice for me for 2024?
Hell yeah, Buckshot, they have advice for you.
First, I want to do a ring of the bell. This is for 2024, everyone.
Ooh, that kind of clears my energy. Ooh, that's loud.
Bells are important.
That's like doing it into a stethoscope.
Why do churches and religious ceremonies always have these types of bells and chimes?
Is that a riddle? Because
I'm about to give up on Santa tonight, you guys.
It's because they are, first of all, reminding you of God, the universe, good things, whatever word you have for it. Divinity.
Is it that brightness
the brightness? It's actually doing a sound clearing. Oh, it's absolutely a sound healing.
Are you guys ready? We're going to do it one more time.
But don't do it in the microphone.
No?
No. They'll hear it.
Erica, how does the bell sound in the microphone?
Go do it.
Sounds good? Okay, we're going to do it one more time.
Okay. Now, the advice for you is to let it all hang out. I mean, like, let your hair down. Let yourself color all the way to the lines. Don't play it safe. Playing it safe is actually not safe, because I want to quote, and I want you guys, all of you, to hear this. I want to quote the wonderful, great teacher, David Bowie. And he was talking about creation. And he said, when you create, think about walking into a body of water, okay? And your feet are on the bottom of that body of water, whether it's a swimming pool or whether it's the ocean. And then there comes a point where your feet no longer touch the bottom, and your toes are just, whoa, okay, there's nothing there. And now there's this moment of floating, and you can't scrape the bottom with your foot anymore. He goes, if you create there, if you create in that energetic space, that's where you might begin to be onto something of creating something worthwhile that can move people, that can do something. You do have to be brave. You do have to be fearless in creativity that is going to actually affect another person. So it's what we do. And I do have to say this, in our work as intuitives and shamans, and me as a trance channel and psychic medium, I don't play it safe. I go where I want to go. And who wants to go there with me is great. I'll meet you there. And who doesn't, what's the point? No one ever has been on the planet that has had everybody love what they're doing or like what they're doing or be with them. Not Jesus, not Buddha, not anybody. So take the pressure off of yourselves and just be focused on creating in that place that feels a little unsafe for you, because that's where the magic lies. That's your message, Buckshot.
Okay. So I'm just clarifying a name. I
Yes.
believe It's Moi is actually, her name is, let me just make sure. Okay, so her name is Harpreet.
Harpreet. Mm-hmm.
Question, when do you see me getting married and how will he be? Appreciate your insights much.
Hi, Harpreet. Well, he's actually kind of shy, and I'm getting tuned right into it. I do see that this shyness is so that you can shine. You're the one that's here to be the more outgoing one. And it's also so that you let go of any of your own shyness. I don't think that you're that shy, but I do feel that the guy you're going to be with, the guy that you're going to partner with, is more on the reserved side. And don't let that deter you from him. You might go, oh, he's too quiet, I don't want to be with him. No, there's more there. It's just that it's going to be a bit of what we call a slow burn. Slow burn means it takes longer for the thing to heat up in the pan, right? It's a slow burn. And so don't let that deter you from when you're saying, I don't know, how come he doesn't talk so much? There's actually quite a lot there. And that's kind of good because you have something to work with. And there'll be no competition to you. Actually, in that marriage, partnership, relationship, the light is going to be more shined on you yourself, okay?
Do you know, I wish somebody would have given me a message like that.
Oh, really?
Getting ready for a relationship, at some point. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm saying if I was a female or a person and somebody gave me a message like that,
yes, I
would love that message.
Well, thank you.
That it's about your shine. It's about you, what you bring to the table. It's about you're the star of the show.
But some people don't want to be the star of the show.
I know, but I don't care. It's a great message because I would love that message. And you can find a way to make yourself the star of the show. Put your own crown on and shine your own crown and be ready for that. I love that.
Yes.
You didn't expect me to jump in like that.
You're going to be great. You're going to be great at how you kind of make magic at home, Harpreet. Like the way that I want you to, there's a message for you besides the marriage. And I do see that it's less than 2 years is a number I'm getting. Just know that that's the right time for you. On a side message that I have for you, I do feel that, you're going to have your own space to do in the style that you want, and don't hold back. Let things, you don't have to go super traditional. It's about the part of you that's very free thinking and modern and allowing that to flow. The part of you that is multicultural, the part of you that loves different perspectives and ideas, and bring that into what your interior of your home is going to look like. And don't worry about it. Other people are going to start to copy you once you do that. It'll be fun for you to see.
Okay. So this message is
also, don't forget to be at the gym, Harpreet. Don't forget to be at the gym.
This message is for Crystal Ann. She's been patiently waiting. I can feel her energy. I can feel she's probably squealing that I said her name. That's how excited she is.
Didn't we do this person's reading already?
No, she actually has a star kitty that crossed over. She's like a star being who was apparently very close to her.
What's the name of the kitty?
And she named her Kitty.
So we had a cat named Baby Kitty.
I know.
Okay.
So she's so excited to talk to her and get a message from her. She was very, very close to her. I think of our poof, and I think that if she crossed over, we would be probably getting a shrine. We would get
just today. I was talking about I want to put a tattoo of our cat's face somewhere.
Can you believe that? And he, I think, would actually do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Let me see. Her name is Kitty.
Yes.
Okay. And the person's name is Crystal?
Crystal Ann.
I have to tell you, I tell you the way that I see it. So I just saw a cat just racing by me on like roller skates. I tell you, this is the other side is way wilder than you can ever imagine. They're not with robes and white candles. Oh, I'm coming to give you a message. No, your loved ones are doing things.
Right. We never think about that because we're so serious here. But we never think about the other side.
I've seen dogs on surfboards on the other side.
Right.
I've seen...
They're trying to do that on this side too.
Some of them are, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's how I saw your cat having the most fun time. This is like this very comical, loving, funny personality. And... loves when you held the paws like this, when you held the paws, like, you see how I'm going like this with my hands. She loves that. And I don't know what it is about your nails. Did you keep your nails short for this cat, or are your nails utterly fabulous?
Or maybe they were
because she's
really
commenting
long.
on your nails.
Because if you have really long nails and you scratch a cat, they love it.
Okay, what is she saying?
She says, so far, she's moving with me always because we're on a little delay.
Okay. Beautiful.
Kitty baby, she used to call her. We used to be baby kitty.
Oh, that's funny. Ours was
Yeah.
baby kitty and yours was kitty baby. That's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
Of all the names you could have done.
She should paint or draw that image of her cat on roller skates. Get an animator like on Fiverr.
Yeah.
To make,
that.
your cat on roller skates.
Yes.
And you frame that.
Oh, did you light a candle for her by her bowl or something? Or did you do like a little blessing of sage or something by her bowl? She's showing me where you went to that spot and like talked to her where she ate. She heard you. Okay.
Aww. Okay.
Do we have anybody watching from St. Louis, Missouri right now? Or someone who's very connected to St. Louis, Missouri? Please let me know.
Oh, she said she had fabulous nails because she died right after our wedding unexpectedly. And what do we know about animals?
They drop you off where you're supposed to be dropped off in life.
Especially when there's a big life event.
Yes, because now when you got...
to warn you about that if that is happening to you now.
Well,
but
you've told me that.
I've seen it happen so many times. A baby coming into the house, a move, a new marriage, a divorce. Sometimes an animal finds that is a perfect time for a transition because they were meant to take you from A to B and meant to take you to that destination and then drop you off for another animal to come in. So it's important to keep your doors open and rotating for new animals.
Okay, so Grandpa's brother lives in St. Louis. Okay, so Gary, your dad is still here and trying to say hello to the person who lives in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. Wants to give him love. Thank you. All right.
Okay. So let's go to... We can go back.
Yes. Welcome. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome. Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy Yule.
Happy Yule.
This is Psychic Sundays. In case you didn't know, I am psychic medium, Trance Channel, Riz Oriah, and...
I am your lovely Lady O.
You
Mrs.
are my lovely Lady O,
Claus.
Mrs. Claus. You look amazing. I think you should dress.
Thank
I wish
you.
you would dress like this in all of
Can
December.
we, please?
No, I'm serious.
I really just want to be Nordic. Because
Don't you guys just want to like make enough money in your life where you just can create your own magical compound, never have to leave, because now we have Instacart and Amazon.
Yeah.
Never have to leave. Decorate in the most magical way, make it super cozy, have to deal with the world as little as possible. Don't you guys want that? I think hopefully that's where we're heading as a world. And we can just...
And then we all visit each other's magical kingdoms?
In person and online.
People are like, what are they smoking?
Yes.
So...
We're smoking happiness.
Yes, we are. Carrie, high vibes. Hey, girl. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, beautiful souls. My daughter, Ciara... Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah.
Is 14 and struggling a bit. She was wondering if her guides had any messages or advice for her. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Ciara.
Ciara, I'm going to tell you straight up off the bat, get into yoga.
Ooh.
Let me tell you about yoga.
Whoa.
Okay. First of all, you can learn at home. But what you should do is, because you have YouTube, you can learn online. But go once a week, go on the weekend, go once during the week. 2 classes, and one class I constantly recommend to people is to take restorative yoga. Number 2, because I do feel a lot of shoulder tightness in you. I do feel that. And there's other classes that teach you how to breathe. You just need your own thing where you're deeply connecting to yourself. I feel that you've given a lot of your energy away worrying about what other people think, worrying what they think about you. you kind of get pulled into people's drama, and you don't know how to do that, because at the same time you really want to connect. So, but I want to explain something to you. This is how you begin to learn about this thing called your sensitivity is your strength. Look at me. This is why, the reason I do this work, how I became a medium and a shaman. I grew up, when I was your age, I grew up with all the stuff that I had to go through growing up in inner city, growing up around a lot of trouble outside, and all sorts of struggles and people dying on me, and I had a rough time, but I was a very sensitive kid. And as I was having that rough time, I discovered myself through art. I discovered myself through meditation. And I wasn't really doing yoga then, but I do see that for you, coming back into your body. And I want you to balance it. Now, I'm not telling you a lot to do. I'm just telling you that you're going to find that what you thought was your weakness, which was your extreme sensitivity, is actually your strength. Because if you think about it, your favorite singers, Ciara, or if it's Kira, I don't know, but Ciara, your favorite singers are great because they're sensitive to the music. Your favorite artists, your favorite anything, they're all great because they use their sensitivity as their strength. And this is just a turning point. It's a season for you to have that realization. God bless all your friends, but they may not get this. And it's not for them to get, it's for you to get. Maybe your path is different. And you actually are going to end up being able to help them, because if you can get through this rough time and learn what you're here to learn, which is that you are an endless source of energy, peace, compassion, and power, that you are actually going to be able to help others when they need it. And I think that you do have this empath in you. So look up what an empath is. Learn about how to handle this sensitivity of yours. And everybody's path was different. Your parents' path was different. It's not yours to take on, but it's there for you to learn from. And learning about that, I want to tell you something. Someone once asked me, Sarah, she goes, how do you trust? You put yourself out there with thousands of people over all these years. Riz, how do you learn how to trust people? And my answer was this. I actually don't need, not that I don't trust people, but I don't need to trust people. I trust life. I trust that I'm always in the right place at the right time, and that it's up to me, using my sensitivity and my own magic, to interpret the situation around me as for me rather than against me. So trusting people doesn't even enter into it. I trust that I'm always where I'm supposed to be, talking to who I'm supposed to be talking to. And I've gained a lot of freedom with that way that I walk through life. So yes, that's for you. Also, I don't know if you have any connection to New York City, or if you've ever visited, but you got to visit and see it soon, next year or two, and feel that powerful energy. It would give you something. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so you had a question about St. Louis. Is that correct?
I already answered. It was Erica's grandfather.
Oh, okay. What was your last? You did a shout out right now, didn't you? Just a few minutes ago, I
don't know. I just let it all fly. You know, I can't even remember.
Oh, I thought there was another one. Okay, so
sometimes it's you know me. Sometimes it'll be like 9 o'clock at night, and I'll look at Orion. I'll be like, "Did I work out today?" And she's like, "Yeah, you worked out for an hour. Remember?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, was
but
that today?"
You know, there's some things that you do that are so interesting. There's sometimes, and we all know this about you, and we really take it seriously. You will casually mention in passing, under your breath, completely nonchalant, as you're walking by, a simple casual statement about somebody or something happening in our life, like almost to the point where it wasn't like a statement, like not real. But we've learned that those are like little releases that happen that you're not even aware.
My psychic mumblings.
Because what happens is we go, wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't know, that was just something I heard. And then you walk away, and we in the beginning used to kind of just think it was nothing.
Yeah.
And then it would happen.
It would come true.
Then we started to catch on and realize that when you do that, we have to stop and like really listen to that. And it's always really hot off the press. It's super relevant to what's happening right now.
You know what that is, guys? I don't want to be chewing in the mic.
But you have been all night. Santa's been really, really ornery tonight.
Santa kind of has like
you know what it is? Because you can cut
Santa a lot of slack on Christmas Eve. You have to cut Santa a lot of slack if you want presents.
Okay, we have a very interesting question from Christina. Hi, Christina, 28. I was hoping to know who the guide is who visited me in orb form last October. And if there are any messages to help guide me on my path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love.
I'm listening to see. Christina, you had a life in what I would now call the early settling of this country, which some people call that the Old West. You were like working like in the mines. It may not even be an inn, but outside or around that kind of, you know how they would settle towns? You were a male. The name that I'm getting connected to this spirit that visited you is a guardian spirit. I'm going to, it's like this. Okay, so how am I going to explain it to you? So this spirit was with you when you were in that lifetime and literally helped you cross over because you died young in that lifetime. Some kind of lung disease in that lifetime. I'm not talking about this lifetime, but in that lifetime, it was something with your lungs. Maybe some form of emphysema or something you were breathing in. Like maybe if you work a lot around coals or mines or something, that's where you were. She is a lovely, beautiful guardian angel. Name is Genevieve. I'm going to try to spell Genevieve now. Genevieve. Yes.
But isn't there an I?
I did. I said I.
Where? After the second E?
Oh, hold on. You're making my brain work too much.
G-E-N-E-I.
It's Genevieve is her name. But I think it's because in French you would say Genevieve. Ooh. I'm starting to think this is a very major spirit guide. I don't know why, but I am. Also curious, do you have any dried flowers in your house? In the 90s, we used to call it potpourri. Do people still use the word potpourri?
Yeah.
I haven't heard the word potpourri anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, people still work with
Do I need to visit Home Goods to hear the word potpourri more?
Yes.
Watch Psychic Couples React. It's our new series.
Yeah, guys, you have to go and find it under our playlist or on the, on our front page.
Oh, I have a little announcement, and even Erica the Elf forgot. So our Mount Shasta retreat has an opening, and this is where I channel Saint Germain, and this is where we see UFO activity, and this is where the Lemurians live underneath Mount Shasta. We have 3 Mount Shasta retreats in 2024, 3 Sedona retreats. They're all sold out, but there is a space that just opened up for Mount Shasta. If you'd like to join us, message Erica now. You are going to get $150 off the price of the retreat. Okay, because believe it or not, it's last minute. Even if this retreat is in like May, it's still last minute because our retreats book a year in advance or more. So join us. It's going to be a wonderful weekend of channeling, messages, Saint Germain, Atlantean energy activations, and walking into the nature and the incredible energy of Mount Shasta. You will see UFOs. You will absolutely see UFOs because every time we go, we see them and I film them. And if you'd like to see a UFO caught on the iPhone, go to my Instagram, which is Psychic Riz the Wiz. It has a blue check mark, so you'll find me. And look under the videos, and you will see 2 different videos of a light ship changing color. You filmed it.
Yep. And I have a very special question from somebody.
Yes.
Kayla would like to know her husband, Lewis.
Did he pass?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I heard the name Lewis
he
10
wants to
minutes
know
ago.
If there is a baby boy in his future.
Yes, I'm going to tell you this. 10 minutes ago, the name Lewis was in my head. I thought it had something to do maybe with the person's, the reading I was giving to before when I gave the message about St. Louis to,
right.
Because I was like, I heard St. Louis. And then after I said the St. Louis, I heard Lewis again.
Like a correction.
No. Like double meaning. It was like 2 for 1. I was like, talk about St. Louis, Missouri. And then after I gave the St. Louis, Missouri message, they said Lewis again. So I already know this. A confirmation. The answer is yes. That being, that soul said your name like 10 minutes ago.
Right.
So yes. Also, I was wondering, do you play guitar at all? Because if you don't, then this kid that's going to be born is going to be a musician. Okay.
Wow. That's really heavy when you give a message about babies coming and pregnancies. because that's like a new soul coming.
Oh, yeah.
And when that happens, I mean,
it's like hearing the ice cream truck from 6 blocks away. Sometimes other people can't hear it, but I was a sugar fiend, so I heard it.
I've been in circles where you have told women that were like 42 years old who their last child was like 16.
Oh, yes.
And you've given them messages where you're like, there's a child standing, or there's a boy or a child standing behind you.
Who's going to come through?
And she's like, yeah, right.
She's like, yeah, right. She's like, no, I have a 15-year-old. I'll never forget
it's
that.
Never going to happen.
This happened.
And then she got pregnant on their vacation.
No, she found out that she was pregnant. She was in Paris.
Yes.
And discovered that she was pregnant.
Yeah. But this is not the first time that has happened. This has happened quite a few times.
There's a few stories like that.
Yeah. So we should do a session one time. We should do a session about how to open the channels to help
fertility
and bring a child
there
in.
is,
and
of
the
course.
Understanding of like what children are waiting for, what the soul is waiting for on the other side before they get the green light.
Yes.
It's never what you think it is. Those are really, that's something maybe we could talk about in the new year. Look forward to that. If you guys have any questions about fertility, that's a really big question.
I'm going to let some air into my, there we go. How about that? Okay. What's next? I'll take 2 more.
If you had your option, you would actually take off your entire costume right now.
No, I'm really loving this pillow in my big belly.
Is that the best part
and
of
I
it?
love rolling my arms like this. Just feels like really supported.
Sit back and really enjoy it.
Let me see. Oh, look, you don't get to see the gold of my beautiful Santa costume. Look. Is that good? Can I do it like this?
Yeah, just keep
I'm like
back,
on a
relax.
Harley giving, look. Santa's on his Harley. Okay.
If you've watched any of our other lives, this never happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? This is so good. Oh my God.
You're comfortable?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Okay,
You
good.
always want your psychic to be comfortable.
Yeah, when a psychic is comfortable, you guys, take it from me, you get a lot of messages.
Okay, let's put the glasses on.
Okay. Yep. Santa is overheated. Erica says Riz is a full comedy show tonight. Oh my God.
Okay.
You know, I just was feeling in the mood to do something a little different tonight. Yeah, new Rogue. Yes, the new show is very interesting. So just for fun,
Yes.
I'm going to give everybody a chance to do something while Santa takes a little breather because he got overheated. So why doesn't everybody put their Instagram handles in the message box, in the chat box, because everybody can get a chance to follow each other.
That's so sweet.
Isn't that nice? We could all just kind of join together and connect and talk on Instagram.
I have a question. These are things that interest me. What?
Christina,
toy?
28, wanted to know, was there a message from Genevieve? Did we get sidetracked off of that?
Well, Genevieve was the orb, and it was about, she's there for really to make sure that you're dropping in with, remember the message was about in that lifetime with the lungs and the health, that you are taking time to do a very strong mind and body energy meditation. Even if it's just 2 minutes a day, Christina, you need to do this. Also, I'm seeing... Okay, thank you. Thank you. Taking care of your feet. That's 2 things. One is stretching them every day, sitting on them so that they kind of really bend under. When you sit down, your feet are under your butt, and you just kind of stretch the heel and the toes. But reflexology is very good for you because I feel that your nerves can kind of get the better of you, and you need to be calmed down through physical grounding. The feet are a great way. So go to one of those places. Sometimes, those places that are like $25 foot massages. They're all over the country now. Do that, please, once a week, and you will see the difference. But let yourself really drop in. You need at least an hour of that work on you. Also, I don't know, do you have a birthmark on your ankle or a tattoo on your ankle? Because you had a past life where you had a tribal mark all the way around your foot. If you've been thinking about it, do it.
So I have another question for you all.
But I had a question for them. I wanted to put, what is the Christmas present that you always wanted as a kid, but you never got?
But wait, this is the question I was going to ask.
Yes, that's a good question too.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you're twin flames. You both get the same idea at the same time.
Okay, so Santa wants to know what toy or what present. Now we're going to like 12. Let's not do like 16. I want to know when you were 12 years old, 11 or 12, kind of what is the thing that you wanted? Maybe younger. Let's make it from like 9 to 12, that age range. What did you want that you never got? I'll tell you mine. I'll start it off.
I think that's what Riz really wanted.
Yeah, because I'm still mad about it. No,
that is what's really going on.
No, because you bought it for me.
I bought the favorite present for you?
Yeah, you got me Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
I
Remember?
didn't realize that was the
you
one
just
present.
Forgot.
Yeah,
you
no,
just forgot.
I don't forget the present, but I didn't know
because
that
my
the backstory.
my Indian parents, did not want anything where I was punching something else, or
Oh,
even
my
if it
God.
was robots. They did not like that as violence. You know, they didn't think that was good. Meanwhile, they bought me Atari later, and I was like playing combat and all those games on the video games. But anyway, I'd love to know. And would you read some out of people writing anything?
Yes. So Just in Time, which is an awesome name. Before we answer your question, Justin, so we assume your first name is Justin. So his question is, hey, do my guides have any messages about future jobs?
You know, Justin, you have you had a lifetime that looks very Sherlock Holmes-ish to me. That means, you know something? I realized that my mic is all the way over there on my Harley.
Oh, yeah.
Should I slide it over?
Yeah.
There we go. So, okay, Justin, your you had a lifetime that looks very Sherlock Holmes-ish. Think about foggy London. Think about Jack the Ripper. Think about big bell dresses and little hats and parasols and cobblestones. And you had this lifetime, and I believe you actually were a constable. That is the English way of saying policeman. But you have a little detective in you. And that detective is not about spying on other people, but it's about the seeker. It's most like in that lifetime you were this kind of constable that was seeking clues to things. In this lifetime, you're more of a speaker, more of a seeker. Excuse me. Oh, I said speaker. Maybe you are a speaker. You know, I don't say anything random, Ms. Claus.
Right.
But I do have to say this, Justin. You've done good work on temper. They're saying on when you've had a temper. You've worked on staying cool and relaxing into yourself and not letting temper get out of hand is what I'm saying. And this is also very good for you. The other thing is standing up more straightly, Justin. Physically, literally message. Working on posture, shoulders back, kind of chest out, stomach in, and working on this. There's a type of breathing I want you to look into, Justin. And they're showing it to me. And it's a yogic breathing practice. Interestingly enough, some bodybuilders do this breathing so that they can have smaller waists. They kind of, they go into this double bicep pose and they suck in their stomach and it becomes like a vacuum.
Wait, let's just pause.
Yeah.
And I need to go over this again.
Yeah.
You're saving this message? I've always wanted to know this. How do you get a smaller waist?
Well, it's about, I know it's a smaller waist, but it basically trains your midsection. As you can see, I do it. Santa does it a lot.
So tell me
it
how to
trains
do
your
it.
midsection. So you're kind of, you ever see the pictures of Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's like doing this pose and then he like sucks in his stomach? You kind of see his rib cage.
Yes.
So you're pushing back your stomach against almost like your spine.
Okay.
Okay.
And
you're
then what?
blowing air out and
So
you
you do
hold
like
it for 60 seconds. No, you're blowing the air out. Okay. And then like breathe in and push it back. So you're pushing this part back against your stomach and it like makes your rib cage stick out. And this is actually you can trace this back to ancient yogic practices.
Oh my God, I love that.
But it also, now I'm opening up the top of your chest as you do it. It does a lot for your nervous system, Justin, and really helps your posture.
It opens your spine in the back.
I wonder if you've had any injuries to this. Maybe that's why they're telling me to say this to you. Okay. Does somebody have surfboards as decoration on their walls? Because my guides are showing this to me right now. Somebody has a surfboard hanging on the wall.
Awesome.
And it's unusual because this person, I don't think, lives in an ocean town. If that's you, let Santa know. Santa has a little present for you.
Well, you guys, we're going to start slowing down because we see everybody's nice and cozy and Christmas
And they're trying to get all Christmassy and get their little...
Yeah.
I bet you people have been eating and walking around. And
this was a very special special that we have brought to you guys. So you feel... Those of you that wanted to hang out and with each other in our community and just have fun and just talk and not be so serious, but just have a good Christmas.
And
we just
chill.
wanted to hang out with you guys.
And I could feel you guys' vibe.
Yeah.
You're relaxing with us and chilling out. We just wanted to spend this with you. And it's Christmas Eve and we're doing this. And after this, we're just going to be chilling out at home with the family. So we'll
take a couple more questions.
Let's just take
as we
one
cruise
more.
on out. So let's...
Oh, by the way, sorry to cut you off. Did one of you want like candy, like Pop Rocks for Christmas? Is somebody out there obsessed with... Do you remember what Pop Rocks are?
Justin says, thank you so much. Yes, I had some back pain, so that makes perfect sense.
Great.
And I have a question for everybody.
So who's the Pop Rocks person? Talk to me. Okay.
Everybody put down your favorite Christmas song right now, because not everybody gets to be asked that question.
Let's share our favorite Christmas songs with each other.
Because I love George.
Yes. George who? Let's see.
I keep hearing Carlin. I keep hearing George
I love that
Carlin.
song by George Carlin, Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart.
Oh my God.
He sang it so good.
As soon as I said George, I heard Carlin. And then I was like, wait, what's
Why
his
didn't you
name?
hear Washington when George Washington sang Last Christmas I Gave You My Teeth? Can I share with you guys my favorite Christmas song? And
Yeah.
Erica, maybe you can put this in the text. I don't even see Erica the elf. She passed out from the eggnog.
Erica's passed out
in
Florida.
Can
on
you
jet
put
lag.
in my favorite Christmas song is actually Christmas Rapping by the Waitresses.
Do that again. Erica, come to the camera and smile, and I'm going to put you right in front of
Let's
everybody.
see if
so they
everybody can see. You got to
Hold
lean
on.
forward to the
I will.
camera.
Give me a second.
Mrs. Claus doesn't even want to get up from her seat.
Oh, God.
The old bones.
Don't make fun of my old bones. Did you just say my old bones?
Well, Mrs. Claus has old bones.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So.
What is happening? Did Erica just say something?
Okay, my favorite song is Christmas Rapping by the Waitresses. It's my favorite Christmas song. And then Last Christmas, and then Do They Know It's Christmas?
Do they know it's Christmas? Let's see what everybody's saying. Oh, big Aussie love. Thank you, Julianne. Jingle Bells. That's a good old traditional Christmas song, and that's a good one. You can never get tired of Jingle Bells.
I saw a meme.
Mel says this Christmas. That gives me chills. I love that. Let's see.
Do you know I saw a meme and it said, how about I just jingle like half the way? I don't know if I have it in me to jingle all the way.
That's funny.
So drink lots of hot cocoa tonight, guys, wherever you are.
And lots of water.
And can I tell you my favorite
Don't
thing
eat too much sugar.
of all that I'm about to go do is I'm about to go and watch the Santa Tracker.
Oh, Miriam Baz says, I loved Pop Rocks as a child.
Oh, that's great. Your guys
are saying hello. They know you're in the house.
Well, I watched the thing called the Santa Tracker. It's a live tracker.
The Santa Tracker. Is it on tonight?
Of course, it's Christmas Eve.
Wait a minute. We got to get the link so people can watch it.
Just go to YouTube. There's a bunch of Santa trackers, and you'll see where Santa is, where he's flying over.
Yes.
And what country he's flying over. It's like a NORAD.
Is that you projecting yourself?
It's my multidimensional self.
Are you projecting yourself in the Santa Tracker?
I'm there right now.
Are you doing it right now?
I'm actually in the Santa Tracker right now, and I'm projecting myself astrally, hologram-wise, to be here with you guys, because that's the level that I've just attained after 20,000 psychic readings. That's what happens. So, love you guys. Thank you for all the support and love. We are almost at 15,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
We've jumped like 5,000, 6,000 subscribers in the last 2 months, and it's all because of you guys and the energy that's being put out. So thank you guys. We're going to have a little party when we hit 20,000.
Wait, we should do 50.
We're already at 15.
Oh, okay.
So at 20,000, we are going to have a little party, and it's going to be quite a good time with lots of little surprises. So help us get there. Thank you guys, and Merry Christmas.
It was so wonderful spending this time with you guys and just hanging out and just bringing the Christmas vibe, and so you guys can feel good. Let's ring the bell again.
And we'll
Merry
be back next Sunday, which I think is New Year's Eve.
And you're not alone. We're all here. Your guides are with you. And if you're with family, give everybody a hug and take a deep breath. Drink lots of water, not too much sugar, green juice, detox.
On the 26th.
Yes.
Okay.
But do it. Okay. Bye, everybody.